Okay, I wanted to go over a couple of the problems for the perimeter ones, right? So they gave you a video, link 3, just gives you a video of finding the area of an isosceles triangle using the Pythagorean theorem, because that'll help you find the altitude or the base. And the area formula for a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So you use the Pythagorean theorem either to find the base or to find the height, the altitude of the triangle. Right, but then for the exercise, there wasn't a video that went along with it, so that's the one we wanted to do here. So if we click the fourth link, right, it's recording in another tab, so I need to make sure I switch over to that tab for the video. It should pop back up. Yep. Okay. And we're asking this question, what is the perimeter of the triangle? So perimeter is the length of all the sides added together. So we need to find the length of all 3 sides of this triangle and add them together. So I do want to zoom in so we can see it a little better. There we go. Probably don't want my face to be quite as large, but I guess we got to deal with it. All right. So first thing I want to do is I want to count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 units. So the base of this whole thing is 16 units. Okay. If we draw a perpendicular bisector here, okay, we now have 2 right triangles. All right. And we also have the height of the triangle. So we have the altitude. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we know the altitude here is 6. If we counted these off, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we know that this is 8. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one down here is 8. So we know 16, right, represented the entire base. But we know each piece here is 8 and 8. Okay, and then we also knew our altitude here was 6 by counting. We counted 6 spaces, so we had an altitude of 6. Okay, well, then we can find our x here or x here. Okay. By using the Pythagorean theorem. So we have right triangles, so we can use the Pythagorean theorem. So we know that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. A and b are your 2 legs for your right triangle. So those are the 2 sides that are adjacent to the right angle. So that's 6 and 8. So we can plug those in. So we have 6 squared plus 8 squared equals, our hypotenuse is x. So that's our c. So it's going to equal x squared. 6 squared is 36. 8 squared is 64. That all equals x squared. 36 plus 64 is 100. All right, to get rid of the square, we have to take do the inverse operation, which is a square root. You have to do it to both sides. So we get x equals plus or minus 10, but we have to take positive 10 because that is the, it's a length, so we can't have a negative length. So then x here is 10, and x over here as well is also then going to be 10. Okay, we're looking for the perimeter. So your perimeter is going to be 10 plus 10 plus 16. 10 plus 10 plus 16. All right, which gives us a grand total of 32. 6 units. Okay. All right. And I had looked at a couple other problems, so that's why this is number 3 for me. So 36. And we want to hit check. And it looks like we're good. So let's go to the next one, and we'll do the next one, and then I think we'll be good for our purposes here. All right. So here we have a right triangle, so we can count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. This is would be our right angle, so you have 8 and 15. Those are your legs. So if we use our Pythagorean theorem, we can use the Pythagorean theorem because it's a right triangle. So we have a squared plus b squared equals c squared. A and b are your legs, so we have 8 squared plus 15 squared equals c squared. I will just call this c. All right, that's 64 plus 225 equals c squared. 225 plus 64, so that's going to be plus 60 is going to give us 85, and then plus 4 is 89, so it's going to be 289. Okay, take the square root of both sides, and that's going to be plus or minus 17, but we want the positive 17 because we're looking at lengths, so you want the positive length. And then our question again asks for the perimeter. What is the perimeter of the triangle? So we simply can do 8 plus 15 plus 17, and that's going to be 28 plus 17 is 25. 25 plus 15 is going to give us 40. Okay, and we can then put in our perimeter of 40 and check our answer, and we got it. So we're good. All right. So you have 4 of those. So you have 7 of the finding the lengths of an isosceles triangle, either the base, the altitude, or the hypotenuse. And there's 7 of those. You got to get 100% of those, and then you got to get 100% on these. So that's 11 questions you got to get right 100%, which is, I think, very fair and very reasonable. And then again, if you struggled yesterday or you just want extra practice, we also have the extra word problems. There's 4 additional word problems you can practice in the fifth link there on the post for Wednesday. But I think we're good in here.